here we are. We got Captain Linkara here with another fundraising goal. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this one is that there's just something very funny that goes along in the text that we're about to read. The overhaul, the synopsis, the quote-unquote breakdown of where the money is going. You're going to notice something real shady and real quick about this. Now, I'm sure he's going to make his goal, so I'm sure that part of it won't be a problem. But if he doesn't make his goal, I'm going to fall over in laughter because of how things are going to work out here. But without further ado, this man is asking for a goal of $40,000 to make an Atop the Fourth Wall the movie. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is his review series, which he already has a Patreon for, that he's already making 2.2 grand a month for, in which one of the perks that, you all got to experience once you brought a collective of, $2,000? He would start announcing release dates. No, excuse me. At $1,500, he gave you release dates. That's all you got? You pull this man $1,500 a month, reoccurring $1,500 with consistency, and you got release dates, and that's all you got? Keep in mind, he's reviewing comic books here, so it's not like he has to really come up with the creative part of the content himself, but at the same time, you also have to remember this is the same man who then, before the Patreon, begged everyone to turn off the ads because apparently they affected his money. Then he goes to Patreon, and apparently something is affecting his money so much so that he wants to go make a movie, and instead of waiting 15, 20, maybe even 30 months of saving up from the money he's already getting from his fans, he comes out and he asks for more money from his fans, and he's already got $5,500. Now I'm going to refresh just to see.
What's that at 57? What's that at 57 when I looked at it?
What? Hold on. Let me refresh again. So within the past 6 minutes of me opening this, he's raised over $200. So bravo! At this rate, he's making goal. He's got it made. He's got 47 days to do it, so let's dig in, shall we? So without further ado, Atop the Fourth Wall of the movie. Now he says, a show about comics, a film about a comic reviewer, in space.
In space!
Now, I don't really follow Channel Awesome, but didn't they have a Kickstarter for 90 grand and half the stuff that they said they were going to do never came and they never have any intention of doing, right?
Yep.
Yet now he has another Indiegogo so that he can get more money from, and he's part of the group that has that not always delivering on their promises with aforementioned type of fundraising. But, okay, I just wanted to make sure that was out there.
Yep.
Let's dig in. Actually, and also, isn't it true that if this movie is about him being in space, didn't they already do that in one of the Nostalgia Critic movies? I think someone told me about that, but that's not the point. Point is, reused gimmick is reused, but let's dig in. My name is Louis Lovehawk, and for the last 6 years I have written, edited, performed, and produced the weekly web series Atop the Fourth Wall. And then he provides a link to the website. While the focus of the series is on humorously recapping and reviewing the worst comic books ever made, I have frequently indulged in an ongoing storyline for the show with action, mystery, and character development.
That nobody gives a fuck about.
No, apparently they do, because, he's already got $5 grand in 2 days, so, I guess, actually, no, technically it's not even been 2 days, it's like a day and a half. But, as such, I feel that now is an appropriate time to finally take the storyline to the next level and produce a feature-length Atop the Fourth Wall movie. Now, I'm not trying to say that you're as popular as the AVGN, because you're not, but the AVGN did something very similar to this to make a movie about his web series, and that ain't really worked or shake out anywhere near as well as it was supposed to. He had more money than you did, and let's just say I'm not quite sure a lot of people know what they're getting into when they're footing the bill for these things, but we'll get into that a little bit later, too. So,
no, if I remember correctly, a lot of people, even like a lot of his own fans that backed the damn thing, forgot that it even existed.
Well, it was delayed a few years because of the hectic upload schedule. But, apparently, this guy's upload schedule was so hectic that he couldn't have a full-time job, but he was going to have enough time to make this movie, but once again, that is none of my business. So, he goes on to say the script is ready, the actors are willing, space is prepared for filming, sets can be built, props can be readied, makeup can be applied, and the crew is up to the task. All that we need now is the ability to actually pay for all this. Wait a minute. So you already have the actors ready. The script's already been written. That's fine. But you already have space prepared for filming, which probably costs money. Sets can be built, all right. Props can be readied. Makeup can be applied. So do you already have all those things, or are you trying to sit here and tell me that you don't have all these things, and that's what we're footing the bill for? But if you have all those things, all you would need is the cameras, but you've already proven in previous videos and aforementioned Kickstarter before with Channel Awesome that you guys have access to this equipment. Therefore, by proxy, you really shouldn't be, maybe I'm reading way too far into that. Maybe he doesn't have access to all this equipment. I don't know. Maybe that's just pure speculation, but let's just say we are going to foot the bill for this. Let's continue. So he's got a film synopsis here all prepared for us. Linkara, comic reviewer and sometimes planet saver, restless and uneasy with his pockets. It's his birthday and he's beginning to wonder what he's doing with his life. Not working. When half the time he's critiquing crossover comics and the other half getting beat up by robots. Things aren't made any easier when Alan, Linkara's government liaison, informs him that they've lost contact with the Kylets. The Kylet? Wow, that word is actually tripping me up. I was going to say Kylestis, but I'm not really sure if it's like Kyelestis, because it's a Yu-Gi-Oh card, they call it Kyel, but whatever. Pronunciation, romanization, whatever. Anyway, an independent flight out to Jupiter. They'd like him to go and investigate, since naturally, because Linkara reviews comic books, it's a spaceship.
Whatever, nigga.
However, what he finds out there may spell the end for Linkara. 90s kid. Harvey Fine Voice. Alan. And the others who accompany them on this trip. By our estimates, it'll cost $40,000 to make this movie the way we'd like to make it. That amount will go into... A percentage will be given to Indiegogo for hosting the campaign, paying the actors, paying the crew, makeups, props, etc. Then you're going to have transportation costs from flights to Minnesota, and blah, 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 hotel costs for the actors and crew, the studio where the majority of the movie will be filmed, Studio 1414 in Minneapolis, Minnesota, set construction for Comic-Con 1, and a few other sets. That's right, Comic-Con 1 will be an actual set as opposed to just a green screen background. CGI for various scenes, music. This is admittedly a steep goal to hit, and there's no guarantee that we'll hit it. I'm confident that we will, though. Why? Because if every single regular viewer of A Top the Fourth Wall contributed $2 to this film's creation, we'd make goal and then some. However, even if we don't make the full goal, we can still make the movie. It's just the story will likely be rewritten to reflect the new budget, unless the budget is so low that it cannot support the job. Now, what he goes on to say here is, the cast and stretch goals. $50,000, the movie will be released online for free with the option to purchase the movie for the DVD for extra content. $60,000, double disc DVD with as many extras as we can cram on there. Review, side story, all that stuff. So then FAQ is where, the frequently asked questions, where are you going to start filming? Simple questions like that. But, here's the problem. He gets down here and he says, if you don't make the goal and you don't think you'll be able to make the movie, will you try getting a new feature? Hard to say. Though it's unlikely, it's possible, it's just not in the cards at this time for the show. And it'll be put to the side for now, and all the efforts will be refocused on the show itself.
What?
So, why is the campaign flexible then? Like, it's a flexible goal. So let's say he only makes $28K, right? Let's just say he falls short and he can't actually do it. He still gets to pocket the money. You know that, right? It's flexible.
Yeah,
money.
it's flexible. Hell, a lot of having a lot of these
Well, no, they want that money,
films.
whether they make the goal or not. They want whatever they can get their hands on. And like I said, you accompany that with, someone who told us to take down the ads. Someone who already has a Patreon. Let me refresh the Patreon. Maybe he's got more money on the Patreon now. Wow, are you kidding me? He actually lost money. Wow. My mind just went complete shadow realm there. All right. Anyway, so with that said, the guy's making bank. I mean, he's got $7,000 guaranteed just from this month. Let's refresh the Indiegogo one more time, see what he's got. All right, he's still at 57.70, but the day's young. It's still like 2 in the morning. Yes, we're doing this at 2 in the morning because, someone requested it. So we're going to do that. Hi,
I can't
String.
believe this shit
How you
though.
doing? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know. I know. I'm fully aware. But people are going to give this man his money. That's fine and dandy. But if you're going to put out an Indienogo or Indie GoFundMe or Kickstarter or whatever platform or service you want to use to get your money, you put it out there in the public forum, everybody has the right to talk about it, whether they agree with it or not. But let's look at some of these stretch goals, or these perk goals. So $5, your name will be included in the ending credits as a backer.
Hooray!
$14, internet sensation Pollo level. I guess that's for our Hispanic or Latin cultured people. Pollo, for that chicken baby. Anyway, a signed print of your choice or the atop the fourth wall poster from Linkara. $19, company-wide crossover level. A cast photo signed by the whole cast. Back issue level. A signed DVD of Atop the Fourth Wall Volume 1 and 2 for the holiday DVD. $34, the Purdy Hat level. A copy of the Atop the Fourth Wall movie on DVD once it becomes available. $44, the holofoil variant cover level. A special edition copy of the movie with alternate DVD cover art. $60, extreme level. All Atop the Fourth Wall DVDs and the regular edition Atop the Fourth Wall movie DVD. Dude level. Signed special edition copy of Atop the Fourth Wall movie on DVD plus PDF copies all the script drafts of the film.
That's really
All right.
$100.
Yeah, 6 people have already claimed it, but the max perk, $250, the editorial mandate level, producer credit on the film. All Atop the Fourth Wall DVDs, a signed copy of the special edition of the film, because apparently Linkara's autograph is worth something to these people, but alright, that's fine. Plus PDF copies of all script files. I'm assuming that you get everything that's previous, so you're going to get like a total of like 8 copies of the DVD. That if you actually bought at an actual market price of the DVD, you would have spent less, but hey, that's none of my business. You get an autograph, and yeah, that's it. Happy holidays. Oh, you also get PDF files of the script, so you get to read the script. I guess that's cute. Like, I guess that's something you could do, even though you're gonna watch the film. But I guess
That's not worth 250. Hell, even if it would have made more sense to say you get that plus the previous perks, but you don't even get the previous perks. So it's like, what's the point?
But even if you do, it's just a lot of them just overlap. The only major difference is where your name appears in the credits. But hey, I guess if that's what you want to do, that's fine. I mean, that is fine. So, I just don't like. I'm really surprised. We'll do one more refresh and see if he's got any more money. I doubt it, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. And Indiegogo says no, he hasn't. But this guy's gonna make his money, whether I like it or not, whether you like it or not, whether you're a fan of his or not. It doesn't matter. He's gonna make his bank.
And he really shouldn't.
Well, I wouldn't even go as far as to say he shouldn't. What I'm just saying is just like, I just want to know the general purpose of you having a Patreon and still needing other ways to circumvent, actually putting in work outside of what it is you do as your hobby. Because as much as anyone would like to sit here and say that this is a quote-unquote full-time job for him, it's not. It's a hobby that he's designated all of his time to, making it a full-time hobby. It's technically not a full-time job. Because there is no job security in this. Full-time job, unions, etc., so on, so forth, benefits, the whole nine, the whole spiel. It's not a full-time job. There's no regulations to his industry. How do I know that? He's asking his fans for the money! This isn't like, a grant he's asking for. This isn't something you apply for. This is just something, hey, if people want to give you money, well, let them give you money. I mean, a fool and their money is easily parted, but with such consistency and so much gusto, I honestly can't believe it's happened in such a manner. I find it funny. And I'm sure someone's gonna come here saying, "You're just a hater because he's got more subscribers than you." And then, while saying that, I have more subscribers than the person that's saying that I'm mad. I always find out how that works.
I know, right?
It's like, but you're mad at me for having more subscribers than you, and not liking someone who has more subscribers than me. So what does that make you? I don't know. The logic is almost flawless if it wasn't so damn sad. Oh well.